All right, we'll go ahead and get an opening statement from Coach.
Proud of the way the kids played, competed for 60 minutes in all three phases of the game. Thought defensively came out, started really fast, did a good job of being dialed into our assignments early in the football game. Gave up a couple plays as the game unfolded, but overall proud of what they did and seeing the triple option there. And then offensively, I thought really overall handled things really well. Structurally, they were completely different than anything they had showed on tape the entire season. I thought coaches and players did a great job of adjusting after that first series and finding a way to go score some points. So special teams were solid today, and just proud of the ability to go win one more.
Talk about the play of your offensive line in general today.
Yeah, I mean, really with not having practiced the looks that they saw and being multiple in their looks as the game unfolded, I thought the communication was, is really, really good from those guys, starting with JJ, but just, the offensive line, the five guys up front, and then the tight ends all being on the same page and getting a hat on a hat. I thought our running backs did a really good job of running the football north and south, and I'm just really proud of the effort of those guys.
How hard is it to adjust? You said they came out in a different set. How hard is it to adjust in a game like that?
It's not easy. Coaches did a great job of finding the angles, finding a way to get a hat on a hat, and then offensively just being able to adjust the guys up front, quarterback too with some of his checks. Just did a phenomenal job of handling the different structures that they were seeing, a little bit different. And obviously we relied heavily on the run game early in the football game because of the structure that we were seeing from them.
Coach, I know you're concentrating on the game, but any special feeling about playing Navy on Veterans Day weekend?
I said this, going into the ball game, just all of the academy schools, but we have a great respect for Navy. Their head coach is as good as there is in the business, and they do things the right way. And obviously, just what they do for our civilians every single day, what the kids are doing in going there, it's just. Just have a lot of respect for what they do.
Coach, this also conservative play calling down the stretch, and I may have missed something while closing this door, but was that adjusted on the fly because the defensive fronts, or was that part of the game?
You're talking about in the fourth quarter?
Well, a little bit throughout, second half.
Yeah, I mean, structurally, we had one possession in the third quarter, right? We get the ball the second time in the fourth quarter. So, again, with what they were playing defensively, structurally, to me, it was our best advantage to be in the run game and be with our pass tags off of the run game. I thought we executed our pass tags really well when they were there. When they weren't, we were handing the ball off and had some big runs and had some 4s and 5s, and we'll take those too. I think when you're playing offensive football, in some respect, you have to take what they're giving you, right? And I mean, if you've looked at it from up top, they weren't giving us a lot of things down the football field, right? I mean, it was a light box, and that's why we took advantage of it. The fourth quarter, you look at, I don't know, the 7-minute mark or whatever it might have been, right? It's a 3-possession ball game right there, right? What you're seeing on the other side, at the end of the day, we're trying to play winning football.
Drake Nelson, 5 catches, 2 of them touchdowns. Talk about how you guys used him and his performance.
I did a great job in the middle, did a good job in the run game, getting a hat on a hat and being physical. I thought our perimeter screen game, when they were going to the outside receivers, he did a great job of blocking that. And then down the middle of the football field, when the opportunity arose, he and McKenzie took advantage of it and created some huge plays in the pass game.
How would you describe McKenzie Mills' performance today? What was he able to do?
Really good. I mean, really accurate with the football, great decision maker. The ability for him to adjust to something that had not been seen on tape within the course of the ball game speaks to his understanding and knowledge of football. And he understood why the ball was getting handed off, and he's really happy about going 1-0.
Coach, another strong performance from Greg McCray.
Yeah, I thought all the backs played really well today. Greg had a really good performance. AK ran downhill, had some really nice runs. Otis had some big plays as well. We run the speed sweep there in the fourth quarter, and you know he's able to make a guy miss and make a big play out of it. So I like the way all those guys did. Obviously, we can't put the ball on the ground there at the end of the first half, but pleased with the way they performed.
Coach, huge game next week against Cincinnati. You've had the 1-0 mantra throughout the season. Will you approach next week any different? There's talk game day might be here.
At the end of the day, if you're doing it right inside of your program, each game becomes bigger. That's what we want. That's the type of program we're trying to build. Have great respect for Cincinnati. We're going to enjoy this one today. We'll move on to Cincinnati tomorrow, but yeah, we'll stick with the 1-0 mantra.
Do you get tired when people keep bringing up the playoff talk?
I don't get tired of it. We want to be in that conversation. We want to be in it every single year. And we're building this program to have sustained success and be at that level every single year. I'm proud of what our kids do, the purpose that they approach every single day when they walk into our building. They'll be excited to go play next Saturday, whatever time kickoff is against Cincinnati.
But you haven't allowed it to become a distraction?
I don't think we have, no.
Is there any feeling at all like you may have missed an opportunity to win more convincingly today?
Man, we're playing triple option, right? Fourth quarter, we'll take the win just how it came, man.
I know it's hard to prepare for what they do offensively. What do you think of the overall defensive effort?
I thought they played really well early. We're dialed into their keys. Played assignment sound. This game unfolded. We gave up a couple big plays. Busted a couple things, missed a couple tackles, but overall gave us the ability to go win a football game.
Was some of those breaks you talked about with having to make some adjustments because of what they did defensively? Was some of that why McKenzie maybe took off running a little bit more early on in that game?
A couple of them. There were a couple of busts that he ended up taking off on. The scramble was drop 8 coverage. There's a lane for him to go pick up or make a big play with his feet too. So those things are going to happen when people are dropping 8 on you.
All right, Coach, thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach.